do you think people, I mean the young, okay, general na yon from the 90s, do you think they're indifferent now? Do they have an attitude na, we just wanna look for a job or perhaps migrate, ganyan. Parang they're indifferent about what's gonna happen or what's happening in the country.
Ako, ma'am,
Just
I think,
Julia.
uh, uh, ako siguro, ma'am, parang I see it in faces. I think, for example, when I was younger, siguro when I was medyo fresh grad, like Jillian, I think even my own personal views have evolved since then. Ako personally, I can't speak for my siblings, but I remember right after I graduated from college, alam mo yung medyo mas kung ano-ano yung wild ideas ko na, why aren't things this way, that way? Siguro mas less forgiving ako and less compromising than where I'm at right now. At that time, tingin ko medyo cool if I think differently compared to yung medyo dahil naiiba ka, tingin ko medyo cool ako noon. But parang over time, I think si Tricia yata yung nakwentuhan ko nito. Like the elections next year, for example, a lot of people my age I see are lining up to register to vote. Kasi parang for them, yung feeling nila, yung at stake is the future of their kids. Kasi may mga friends ako ngayon, yung peers ko ngayon, may mga asawa, may mga anak na. And tingin ko, siguro, if this happened maybe 3 or 4 years ago, they're less invested. So tingin ko yung level of involvement, yung level of apathy, I guess, ng tao, nagbabago din, and my phases and my cycle. So, kumbaga, hopefully, ideally, sustained siya all throughout. But at least, siguro, from my experience and from my observation, nag-iiba siya depending on, I guess, where you're at the stage of your life.
You have question, Javi, or I can move on to the next one.
Actually, if I could ask a quick question related to that. Since we just talked about youth involved, for you guys, what do you think is the most concrete and solid way for the youth to contribute to your mom's campaign?
Sige, try to answer that. To add lang siguro muna dun sa question ni Ma'am Selma, no? I agree with my sister when she said na it comes in phases. Parang ako, yung feed ko wala pa namang mga anak, yung mga kaibigan ko. But then kami yung nagsisimula na mag-work. Especially ako, kasi yung mga kaibigan ko po were fresh out of med school, were newly boarded. And of course, we're trying to figure out how we want our professional lives to be. And I won't lie. I have a lot of friends who sinasabi if the elections don't turn out the way they would hope it would be, gusto nilang mag-migrate. Ganun yung iniisip ng mga kaedad ko ngayon. Kaedad. Sorry. Pero ayun po, for example, yung phases talaga, since kami, yun, we're trying to navigate our way for our professional careers. I think yun yung mas pinag-iisipan. And I think a lot of people my age then are more involved now because they can feel the direct effects of governance. And I think that's also to answer the question kung bakit yung ibang tao indifferent. I think part of the indifference is hindi naman nila nararamdaman what's in it for them. So I guess to transition into segment to answer Javi's question, I think yung pinaka importance ng ng movement ng youth ngayon, ipaintindi sa mga tao kung paano to nakakaapekto sa mga buhay nila. And kung ano talaga yung at stake sa election, yung youth, I think yung energy nila very raw and very, alam mo yun, di pa talaga sila like, sasayaw ako kung kailangan ko sumayaw. And I think we can really capitalize on that energy to reach the demographics of the population na hindi natin maabot. Kasi masipag pa talaga sila eh. May energy pa sila. They're still very idealistic. So maybe we can use that energy talaga to help our cause, kumbaga. Siguro for example, yung mahirap na for me kausapin yung mga kaedad ni Jillian. Hindi dahil parang akala mo naman ang layo ng gap natin. Pero syempre, they speak different languages. What works for them, pwedeng hindi yun yung nag-work para sa mga groups ko. So, alam mo yun, mas creative sila. They know how to be more creative and more resourceful when it comes to speaking to people. So baka ayun, pwede natin talaga magamit yung idealism nila, tapos yung rigor nila talaga ngayon. So
How about Jillian? How
I
about
think ang dami
uh,
yeah. I think, okay, karamihan din sinabi na ng sisters ko. But I think yung one thing na na-appreciate ko rin sa mga ka-age ko, yun nga, sobrang idealistic ng mga ka-generation ko na minsan sila pa yung mas may energy or mas may confidence to criticize kung ano man yung mali. So I think isa lang yun na na-appreciate ko rin recently. Well, minsan parang nakakainis kunwari na yung criticism for mama, but most of them naman constructive criticism. So I think yun yung alam mo yun, I think yung youth nga ang daming fresh perspective na minsan hindi natin naiisip or like at least even yung sisters ko hindi naiisip or ako hindi ko naiisip na minsan pag vino-voice out nila yung opinions nila on social media, sobrang valid naman. So yun. I think pag nakikita ko yung some of my friends na in my same age group na may constructive criticisms online, talagang, alam mo yun, parang minimake sure ko na makakarating siya like kila ate or even kay mama sometimes. So,
what,
ayun.
what do you tell your friends who lost their jobs or who can't find work?
Well, lahat ng
Yeah,
friends ko na
not you. Aika and Dr. Trish. What do you tell? I'm sure there are people who are looking for jobs, no, among your friends.
Well, there are some, but I think, ma'am, at my age, kasi they know that they just have to keep going. I mean, parang, I think many of my friends, many of us have been very frustrated with, especially sabihin natin, kahit ngayon pa lang, even the whole pandemic COVID response management. I think a lot are very frustrated. But parang parallel to the complaint, we also have responsibilities, we also have obligations, we have bills to pay. So kahit nagre-reklamo ka, you really have no choice but to keep going. And I think that may be one of the reasons why a lot of my peers are very motivated to vote next year, because alam nila na, like what Tricia said earlier, they feel the direct impact of how governance can affect their daily lives. So, para may balance yung responsibilities and para ano na medyo ano, I guess dahil nga yun, that directly nararamdaman nila yung effect. Mas, kumbaga, I guess that's an added motivation for them to be more involved.
When your mom wins, what do you think should be her first priority?
I
Off the
think
top, huh? Yeah.
I think, ma'am, she said this many times, but it's really the whole how do we get out of how do we deal with COVID? Kasi that's going to be the pressing problem. Siya yung immediate na we really need to handle. Maraming ibang problema, pero ito yung urgent na this is actually something that we should have started to deal with last year, na better COVID response. But I think for sure kasama yun sa mga urgent na programs niya. Yung everything else, siguro we'll probably let her answer na lang, but we're quite sure that COVID response is definitely kasama siya.